So I says to Mabel, I says, "Oh, hello, fellow Simpson fans. I'm Stitches.
And I'm Patches,
We're two brothers who love the show and started a podcast about The Simpsons.
the champagne of podcasts.
Every week we'll take an episode of The Simpsons and discuss it in depth.
Stitches, do you think we should start with season 1 and then work our way forward so we kind of like create a catalog of each Simpsons episode?
That would be ridiculous. Let's just randomly jump around season to season and just pick whatever ones we feel like it.
How are we going to pick the episode?
You go back to your VHS tapes and we'll go on from there.
Stitches, you so crazy.
You have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
But each podcast that we have, we're going to find something that no other Simpsons fan has ever found, and we're going to shine a bright light on it for everyone else, are we not?
As far as everyone knows, yes.
And we're not going to discuss our opinions or other topics or ramble on or trail off when we don't know what we're talking about.
I don't think that we should tax his Quantum Leap.
Stitches, do we have segments to the podcast?
As long as you don't name them and make us keep track.
Too late.
Do you think that we'll talk about Poochie and Grimy?
I don't see how we could avoid them. Those guys are like lights, and we're like the moths.
You know what we should do, Patches? We should have listeners watch each episode that we're going to discuss beforehand, and then afterwards they can tell us how we did and give us feedback.
But we don't have to reply to their comments, do we?
No, absolutely not.
So, if you feel The Simpsons should have been canceled years ago and are outdated and irrelevant, go suck a lemon.
But if you hope The Simpsons goes on forever and you like to wallow in their greatness, strap yourself in and feel the G's and tune in to our weekly podcast, the Patches and Stitches Simpson Podcast Extravaganza.
Now with 97% less references to quilting. We're not actually going to do this weekly, are we?
The Patches and Stitches Simpson Podcast Extravaganza is brought to you by the Patches and Stitches Family Foundation.
Sometimes I think you want us to fail. I'll let you go.
Star Wipe, and we're out.